Hey guys, so welcome back. I'm just gonna talk about driving today because I'm awful at it, but hey, I guess I'm a professional. So I was scrolling through TikTok, right? And somebody said like, "Oh, I'm really anxious to drive," and that got me thinking. I'm also really anxious because trauma, right? So when I was learning in the UK, right, my first instructor was shit. I remember I got in the car, right? He just straight up told me, put it into first gear and let's go. My face was like, what the fuck am I doing? Nah, nah, no worries about it. Just put it into first and you're good to go. This was my first lesson, by the way. So after the pep talk about how to put the car into first gear, he had pedals on the other side, right? Didn't even help me. Like he didn't even try to help me, right? So I put it into the first, I stole it. Congratulations, who doesn't do it right? Um the question was this. This person, right? I'm gonna call this person, I don't know, fucking um Alfonso, right? So here we have Alfonso over here. He's like a middle-aged fucking crisis motherfucker. And it didn't help that at that time I was still in the closet, but I decided to wear something feminine. Oh, well, unisex. Um, yeah. So this person all the way through my lessons thought I was a chick. I am a chick, but that's not the point. Um, so basically, when we got finally out of the driveway of the school, right? Because this is in the countryside, so many errors can be done, right? Good. So you would think this person would allow me to be in a safe area to practice, like a parking space, a parking area, or something for first timers like me that never saw a fucking car in real life until now. No, 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 no. This guy, once we left the perimeter of the school, told me to park on the side. We switched, right? So he was driving. I was just on the passenger seat because fuck knows, I paid for the class, but this is what he was doing. And he literally pulled over. I don't know where the fuck I was because trust me, I couldn't get out of that school even if I tried because it was in fuck nowhere. And he told me, okay, let's switch back up. So there was like a 15-minute drive that I was being the passenger, right? This was my first class. Just get that in mind. This person took me to Norwich City. So Norwich City is literally so fucking busy, right? It's just ridiculous, right? So I started driving, right? And it was like peak hour as well, right? So there was buses, there was everything. This is where I fucking got anxiety, I think. Alfonso literally told me to fucking go through traffic. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought, right? But just give it a second. So we start driving right to Norwich. Everything is so fucking plain until we get to a fucking hill, right? Like a fucking steep ass motherfucking hill. I look at Alfonso. This is my first time, and I said, "Fuck no, I'm not doing this shit." He tells me, "Yes, you are." I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "I'm the teacher." And I'm like, "Yeah, you drove me here for 50 minutes, so I don't think it's validated." After a fucking discussion in a red light, by the way, it turns green. We were in a fucking hill, believe it or not. Luckily enough, nobody was behind me because it was kind of that hill that nobody goes through unless you need to go to another area. So yeah, I stalled it. We went backwards for a fucking meter or two because fuck knows, I didn't know what to do. And this person was like fucking taking notes, and I'm like, help me. It was so fucking stressful. And this person was like, yeah, you need to put on the brake and then do this and then do that. And I'm like, fuck you, like the middle finger. Anyway, after all the fucking anxiety I went through, right? You think that would be it? No. Then this person told me to drive back to the school in the countryside, right? So this is outside of Norwich, right? And I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking this person is gonna, you know, take me the back road so I can at least de-stress. Nope, I was fucking wrong. This motherfucker took me on the fucking highway. And I was like, is this fucking legal? I don't think this is legal. All the fucking time I was fucking sitting in my pants. I think that's why I fucking have anxiety when I'm driving. So I had to drive all the way back in a fucking highway full of cars and lorries and fucking stuff that I didn't fucking understand. I don't know how the police didn't even pull us over. So yeah, that was my first class. So we go to the fucking school. The first fucking thing that I hear from a fucking teacher is like, "Oh wow, you survived," and I'm like, "Oh fuck off." So I was so fucking done with driving, like I was gonna call it quits, right? Nope, I was so fucking wrong. So the next week he comes and picks me up, right? For my second class, he looks at me up and down because I'm wearing something like today, but I didn't have breasts. So I think that changes everything. No, you're fucking wrong. Um, I get in the car. It fucking stinks of I don't know who the fuck, right? And he tells me to fucking drive to another fucking school, right? Compared to my school, this school was fucking it like tea and crockers. Right? Like the fucking rich people went here. No, I was so fucking wrong. So this person picked up this girl, right? And she was in the back. And obviously, I thought it was fucking illegal, I say. Like, I thought this instructor only had one person per car. How wrong was I? So basically, apparently, if you're a friend, you can sit in the back meanwhile somebody's taking a class, right? And apparently, we are friends. So apparently, we didn't fucking know each other. So let's say this person is gonna call fucking Matilda, right? Yeah, Matilda is like a fucking. I mean, we were like this more or less the same age because you have to drive with a permit, right? So we were the same age, you know. And I said, "Oh, cool, you know. Maybe Matilda has a class after me, right? Because, you know, that's what I thought." This guy was really sketchy, by the way. Alfonso was really fucking sketchy. So basically, he tells me to drive to like a public small town area, right? Okay, everything good until there, right? I thought I was gonna do something new. This motherfucker switched places with Matilda, right? So he sat in the back. And I was like, is this normal? Like, I was so fucking flabbergasted, alright? Is this normal? How wrong was I? After seeing the laws, and I told my new instructor, but that's another story. So basically, he sat in the back on the phone and told me to drive. And I literally told him that I don't want to drive with somebody also an experience on the passenger seat where the pillows are, right? That's the only thing that's gonna save me if I fuck up. No, I mean, he just said this is a normal class of trusting people. So that's how he defined it, trust. So I was meant to be trusting the other person on the other side. And that person had to trust me with the wheel. How wrong we were. So he told us to drive, right? No fucking, it's free driving basically, right? And I thought this was normal. I thought this was normal for me. Like, I thought people did this shit when, I don't know, like I test or something, right? How wrong was I? I found out later on. So basically, I started driving. This is my second class, so I stalled it so many fucking times. I can't even count it. And it was a shit car as well, so yeah. So because we were kind of older, so The school didn't care about us that much. Anyway, that's an important factor after this. Um, he made me drive until I don't fucking know where, right? It wasn't Norwich, but it was fucking somewhere else, and told me to stop. Right? After I drove like 10 minutes, right? And I stopped. They made a switch. And when I say switch, this was the most terrifying event of my life. Because, let's say Matilda told me, right, that this was her first class. And she didn't do much in the so it was her first class on the road, but second class. Okay, so her first class was just in a parking lot, and it was her first class on the road. Compared to me, this was my second time, and I was quite fucking nervous. So we switched seats, right? And we haven't even fucking started the car, and bless her fucking heart. So it was fucking like shaking of anxiety. Like, motherfuckers, you couldn't even put it into first gear. And me, as being anxiety as I am, I couldn't either. And also, I couldn't change the gears because I didn't have that pedal. I only had stop and gas. That's it. Yeah. It was so fucking nerve-wracking. We stalled it so many fucking times. We almost crashed 3 times, injured, and I'll say 2 nearly collided towards us because we fucking can't fucking drive. And we passed the police, right? And the police stopped us, right? Because obviously it was something fishy going on because we couldn't even fucking drive like straight, right? And we were like, finally, you know, some fucking authority, right? You would think that. But no, the guy just told us to shut the fuck up, and he got out. And he explained to the police that this is something that it's called trust learning to drive or something. I couldn't hear it correctly. And the police was like, oh, okay. And what does this activity? He said, well, we get 2 fucking random people apparently, and let's go. Anyway, yeah, the police did not stop us. So you're wondering to all of this, right? Before I continue, how the fuck did he get away with all of this? Quite easy. When he started the driving lessons, it was like an independent instructor, so he wasn't affiliated with the big companies. He had his own car and own hours, own boats, basically. So that's how he got away with it. And trust me, I didn't even know how. And how he was related to the school that I was going to is because somebody worked in our school, and that's how we knew. Obviously I set up, but you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, that piece of shit scared the shit out of me and produced anxiety, both of us right now. After that, he took her to her school and then me to my school, and I said that's it. I don't want it anymore. Turns out he was doing it to more people that came forward later on. Yeah, so really scary, and that's why I have fucking anxiety when I'm driving, because fuck knows. And yeah, so yeah, just be careful who you trust to show you how to drive. Oh, and just quick disclaimer, when I went to college, I met this instructor that was affiliated to a company, and I told her everything that happened to me with the other instructor. My fucking god, she told me straight up, what the fuck, that is not normal. And at that point, I knew I fucked up. And when she was teaching me to drive, my hands were fucking shaking of anxiety. My fucking god, like that fucking person caused me so much fucking anxiety. Then now I can't even fucking drive myself. Thank you very much, Alfonso. Thank you. And I hope, Matilda, if you see this video, really sorry. I hope you're doing better now. So yeah, just be careful, okay? Bye.